lay-by from the last video where I took a 45. If you haven't watched the previous video, then this is the 303 westbound, one of the major routes into the West Country. It really is about time that they dual carriagewayed it all the way. Ridiculous that quite a few stretches it drops down to single carriageway. Causes all sorts of snarl ups and bottlenecks. So we're heading to Sparkford. Been to this place several times, always interesting getting in and out. You know, you got to go through a little narrow village. Ridiculous, really. You've seen all these signs for strawberries in nearly every lay-by. There's a sign for strawberries, and when you get to the lay-by, no fucking strawberries. Swearing. Did you like the other bit of the last two videos, or the last two, maybe three, I don't know, a couple of them anyway? I was quiet, didn't say a word. Didn't say a word. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it. There's a few times I wanted to say something. Flashes up 50, I'm set to 50. I don't know why that pinged me. Deceptive little hill coming up. The diesel there, 135. I can't remember where I was. It was one day this week. I went into the services. I didn't find diesel in there, but it was 158 for a litre of diesel. 158. Fucking hell. Now if that ain't enough to make you swear, I don't know what is. 158. And there's people buying it. They're mental. Now this hill, when you're loaded, is hard work. It's only short. Well, I'm down into 35 mile an hour and into 10th gear, and I'm empty. Verges, you start to see all the shit that's there. So Don't like this junction. Stay there, everybody. One thing I noticed down here, I'm down in the south west country now, to being up north in Yorkshire yesterday, was our harvesting is done down here, done and dusted. I don't think there's any fields left to cut. I mean, the maize is still growing, so that ain't going to be harvested yet. It's probably got at least 2 or 3 weeks to go. At least. Sometimes it's October before they even cut the maize. But all the wheat and barley, that's all done. But up north, still hasn't been cut yet. I'll come down here and I'll see a field that hasn't been cut now. But look, no, you can see, look, hay bales everywhere. And even some of the fields where the hay bales have been collected in, look there, they've all been collected. So I had to stop for a 45 back there, because well, just over half an hour before I'm in the location, half hour, 35, maybe 40 minutes max, which would take me round to about 4 hours 20. Well, I could have done, I could get in there, but when I come out, I've got to drive more than 10 minutes to find somewhere safe to park up, so I'd be over time. So I had to stop. Look at these views, spectacular. I mean, that field there on the left still has to be baled. I could probably guarantee that'll be done today. They're all done, bales are being pulled in. There was a car upside down here the other day when I came down here last time. I suspect it's gone. Not quite sure how he got there. Oh, it's still there. The right hand side, I don't know if you saw that. It's still there. I don't know how he got it in there. Must have shit himself. When they got the arm up, you just open there and a big spike on the top, you've got to fold it in. I mean, for all its faults, this road, it's a lovely road. The views are just, look at that. The views are amazing. So I do like the road. It's just the amount of traffic, and it's not really, well, yeah, I mean, it's the amount of traffic, it's the layout of the road. Look, you know, single carriageway again here, look. Well, it has been for a bit, hasn't it? But it's, you know, it's single carriageway. We're going to go in the dual carriageway in a minute. dual carriageway now, all the way to Sparkle. Time, by the way, 18 minutes past 10. Place called Mere to my left, White Sheet Hill to my right. They do gliding and I think they do gliding from up there. I don't know, maybe not, but they do hang gliding. In that field on my left there, it's the old traditional square bales. Look at that, old school. My normal lay-by. One I normally like. There, Head Gardens, if you've never been there before, you're ever down this way, it's a National Trust. I think it's National Trust, yeah. But it certainly is. Beautiful gardens and lakes to walk round. Beautiful. Worth a visit if you're down here. I've been for years. We keep saying that we go up, but you know, for us it's a day trip back. There's always seems to be something that gets in the way and stops us from doing it, like shopping and shit like that. We've got 17 miles to go. Oh, forget me sat nav. Truck sat nav takes you in a totally bizarre, weird and wonderful way. Which would be, if you went that way, impossible to do in an Arctic. Getting a bit cooler, so you get a better night's sleep in the truck, which is nice. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love the warm weather, I love it hot, but sleeping in a tin can is not pleasant. So I don't mind it being a bit cooler now while I'm working. Slept really well. UK, Spain. On Spanish plates. I've been to this place quite a few times now. This is probably about my 4th or 5th time that I've been in here. They're pretty good. Bit awkward to get on the ramp. It's a narrow site, awkward site to get round, but it's doable. It's like many of these places, once you've been around there once, it's sort of, you know, the first time you go anywhere, you go in, you go, bloody hell, trying to fathom it all out and work out where to go, how to do it. When you've been in there a couple of times, it's, you know, it just gets a bit easier, doesn't it? First up ahead. Off your cap as you go by. You know, you see something, you know, you see the hearse up ahead here, and you got to say to yourself, no matter how bad you think your day's going, there's a lot worse for him, and it's just as worse for the people that have to bury them today, or say goodbye. I suspect, because they're coming along here, they're going to Yeovil crematorium. The bloke on the left, he was on his phone. Well, not on his phone, he was just scrolling through. And why not? Whoever's in the casket ain't gonna moan, are they? No. You hope not anyway. Jeez. That scared the shit out of you. So whilst you're still breathing, there's no such thing as a bad day, really, is there? Every day's a good day. Waking up is a bonus. was, it's 1st of September, isn't it? First day of autumn. And yeah, things are still looking. You look over across the fields and there's a lot of green going on still. However, the trees are just starting to go all, you know, turning. That's just a fraction. You know, see some yellow leaves every now and again. Some of them, I mean, some of the trees are in full green mode still. Fields have been harvested, and they've still got to be baled in that field there. Brilliant name. He's got a jag. Look at that beauty. So as soon as I've done here, it'll be back to Gateway again. Easy day, really. And that's I've never been messed around down here. Oh, well, maybe once I was sort of held. Took a while to get through, but the other time it's like in and out. So let's hope. Not that matters to me. Leave you on as I go through the village. I'll turn the sat nav off in a minute because it'll just start talking shite. 7.5 ton limit except for access. Which you'll see the signs in a minute, but you know, people don't see that or don't understand it except for access bit. So you will get some odd looks as I go through the village. Another one of my laybys on the right up here. So I got marooned. That one there on the right, just where that Merc truck is. Spent nearly 24 hours there once. There you go, see that big sign that says 7.5 ton, no entry. Not a bomb. You look at that and go, ooh. He says that now. I hope they haven't removed the except for access. Except for loading and exempt vehicles. Well, that'll be me then.
Recalculating.
I'm loading. Yeah, sat nav having a fit.
Take the next left.
No. Gonna turn her off. Give me dodgy looks. Well, I can see why. They don't want me coming through here. But what can I do? Don't allow planning. So factories then that require vehicles of my size to load from there. Great names, Queen Camel. Truck coming. Spotted him. No, that's a tractor. Oh, that's the truck I saw. Just because you got it doesn't mean you're going to get it. I have on this occasion though, thank you. And I've got a smile. He wasn't smiling. We've got a bit of a clear run. Oh, it's a lovely little village, that. Shop. Had a pub back there. Always thought I had another pub up here somewhere. Maybe not. Right round this corner here. Edge cutting. or not, this is an A road. As in like the A303, this is the A359. It's of the same classification. How's about that? Turning up here, as much as I've got to get on the wrong side of the road and it's blind, so anyone comes around this corner they're going to go straight in the front of me. So I'm going left here. What I mean about being on the wrong side of the road, and ignore the blue sign that says unsuitable for heavy goods vehicles. Just ignore that. There's a mile and a half up the road and I'm not going that far. Lovely houses. Coming as we go. He's letting me don't know what he's doing. And they come on through. Good man, good man, good man. Right, there you go. See you later.